Okay, hello everybody. My name's Jameson Young, sitting here with Jameson
Hello.
Young. We have today for you just a few random stories that I thought were kind of interesting. I'll start with this first one. The beekeeper of Notre-Dame Cathedral is in limbo waiting to hear the fate of his 18,000 bees after a devastating fire. Nicholas Giante is hoping that the bees that live in the hive or on the roof survived the inferno. If you look at the photos from the sky, you will see everything is burnt, but you can still see the three beehives. The 51-year-old beekeeper has been unable to check on the colony since the fire broke out. The policemen and the firemen won't say they won't let me go up there, and he's really frustrated. Nicholas said that he's been flooded with messages from all around the world asking how the insects are, and he says he'll keep trying every day. The bee enthusiast said it was always been his dream to raise bees on the top of the most beautiful church on earth, and in 2012 that dream came true. Who dreams about raising bees on a church? Well, he does apparently. Well, this is always weird for me. Like every time there's some type of tragedy, like a whole family will get killed, plus a dog, and everybody's worried about the puppy. I think that I don't really care. I mean, like it's so sad to see that 900-year-old church go down. I'm kind of worried, a little bit more worried about that than the bees living on top of it. It's his life's work, though. Raising bees, no, is not life's work. That's a hobby. Everything should I just think everything should be more geared towards, worrying about the church and whether they can rebuild the church. Okay, well, I do think that he finds the fire the most tragic thing. He's just also worried about his bees, and I don't blame him. Anyway, on to the next story. Okay, I'm going to move on to this next one. Paleontologists and museum workers are outraged across the country. A fossil hunter in Kansas hopes to get more than just a few bites on the remains of the world's only baby Tyrannosaurus rex that he listed on eBay for just under $3 million. Alan Dietrich, a fossil hunter, told NBC News that the remains were found by his brother Robert in 2013 on private property in Montana. The dinosaur bones have a buy it now price tag of 2.95 million, as well as a make an offer. The body is 15 foot, skull 21 inches, 12 serrated teeth. The item's description has originally associated itself with the University of Kansas Natural History Museum, where the T-Rex was recently on display, which the school is now facing backlash on social media. As an alumni, I am disappointed to see that the state's most important natural history museum is acting as a shill for commercial fossil sales, said an alumni. The museum responded by saying it does not mediate or sell specimens to private individuals, and that the T-Rex has been removed from its exhibition and returned to its owner. The museum director has asked Dietrich to remove any association he has with them. The Society of Paleontology has criticized both Dietrich and the school for acting like a pawn shop. I never even knew that those T-Rexes were owned by private individuals. I don't really see the big deal. You think it's disrespectful? Who? Like paleontology people. No, I just think this is a new way to sell things, and I don't see it as any respectful or disrespectful. What's the difference between selling it through the old ways, however they'd go about selling something like this, and selling it on eBay? I mean, I don't see the difference. I don't know. I think they should just do it the old way. The bottom line is he owns it, and if the museum really cared so much, maybe they should fundraise and try to buy it, because sometimes those museums seem like charity cases more than anything. If they liked it so much, they'd fundraise the money and buy it. Anyway, this third story comes from Thailand. The Royal Thailand Navy plans to remove a house built on a platform 12 miles off the coast of Phuket, Thailand. American, probably going to pronounce this wrong, Chad Elworthsky and his Thai partner, Sir Panin something, also known as Nadia Summer Girl, were reportedly living on a house built by ocean builders to promote the concept of seasteading. Seasteading is the concept of creating a permanent dwelling at sea called seasteads outside the territorial claim of governments, says the company on its website. In a promotional video posted on YouTube in March, Chad toasted his partner on top of their sea-dwelling roof. He says 20 more floating homes are planned so others can join them in this libertarian-style community that they believe is beyond legal legal jurisdiction. Governments have a monopoly on land, but not on sea. We're looking forward to freedom-loving people to come join us in the open ocean. In an early video, he says that international waters are where the no laws are, except for the law of the sea. But Thailand authorities have a different view. They have filed a complaint accusing the couple of breaching a section of the country's criminal code that relates to threatening the sovereignty of a state and erosion of the state's independence, according to the Post. Charges carry the death penalty. We have already prepared a vessel equipped with a manpower to remove the structure. We will be trying to move it within a week, said the Vice Admiral. And Chad said, this is crazy. We were just living on a floating houseboat. Now the Thailand authorities want us dead. I thought that they were always right. I didn't think like in international waters that governments had control. So I'm kind of confused about this one. Well, Thailand apparently found loopholes. Do you think they'll actually face the bad consequences? No, that to me sounds more like those like when you watch a movie and it says if you copyright this, you'll get a $250,000 fine and a year in jail. Well, how many people have you ever known got a year in jail or $250,000 fine for copywriting or copying a movie? I think that's just blown up exaggeration on the trouble they could get into. My own personal opinion. Are Thailand's loopholes right or wrong? What do you think? Are Thailand's loopholes right? No, I don't. I mean, all these guys did is live on a houseboat. So I don't see why Thailand's making such a big deal about this. I just think people should be able to do what they want, and they don't seem like they're doing anything all that bad to me. What if another tsunami happens? Well, if that happens, I'm sure they'll be regretting their decision to sea dwell or seastead, whatever they do. Apparently, I know these were pretty random stories, but I thought they were pretty interesting. So thank you for tuning in. This is our YouTube site, Self-Conflicted. Thank you.